Hi, it's Sarah, and in this video I'm going to be talking about getting started in minimalism and my own personal journey so far. So when I'm talking about minimalism, especially as a mum, I'm not sort of going down this route of aiming to have no stuff at all, which is what a lot of people who are kind of new to minimalism kind of assume. It's just, you know, get rid of everything, and it's a bit more than just your physical stuff as well, as I found. I would say in my own journey I'm probably still quite near the start. Like, I have physical possessions I still have quite a lot of. I think definitely since I've had children they have gone up a lot more. So having children now for me has been quite a challenge in terms of looking at maybe what physical possessions I have. I don't think as a family we've done too bad in the buying of new things. You know, there are definitely purchases I've made which I regret, but on the whole I think we've done quite well with not getting too much stuff. Having children kind of been a catalyst for starting this move towards a life of less stuff. Obviously the situation we're in right now with the whole lockdown, and a lot of us are really sort of going back to basics and assessing what we do and don't need in our lives. Excuse me, there's just a toddler trying to get between my legs right now. So we're really assessing, you know, do we really need this? What do we need to buy? There's really a kind of simplifying of a lot of things at the moment, which I'm loving. So yeah, like I say, I'm quite, I would say, at the beginning stages of embracing a more minimalistic lifestyle, and as part of that, kind of really looking at my physical possessions and what I do need and I don't need to live more simply, and other ways of living simply too. So, you know, we're trying to maybe grow our own food a bit more and be more sustainable, make the move to a more sustainable home in the future. All these little things are kind of piecing together like little pieces in a jigsaw. So in this video I'm just going to share a couple of areas that I found it easiest maybe or simplest to start with when looking at the things I have and how to have less. So the first area I looked at was clothes and shoes. I also found as well, once I'd become a mother, a lot of the clothes I had from before just weren't me anymore. You know, if you're going through this shift, there's a lot of Duplo going on here. If you're going through this shift of identity after becoming a mother, which a lot of us, most of us, nearly all of us do, the clothes just weren't me anymore. I had a lot of clothes that were kind of for going out drinking, and as well as part of my own shift I have gone sober for since, like, fully sober since the beginning of this year. So, you know, I know in the future, like, going out drinking, pubbing and clubbing isn't going to be a part of my life anymore, and a lot of clothes that I had were part of that old life, so they had to go. I also hadn't really bought any new clothes for quite a long time, so all this together, I was actually starting with not many clothes in the first place. So yeah, the first thing was to get rid of clothes that don't really, you know, fit with who you are anymore. Obviously trawl through cupboards and anything that is not your size anymore. So once you've worked out what you don't need anymore, then it's time to look at your mindset in buying clothes and shoes moving forwards. So now when I'm buying new clothes and shoes, I've really thought about what it is I need from my clothes, what kind of things suit me best, and, you know, am I going to really get use out of them before I buy them. In terms of shoes, personally, I've got rid of most of my high heels. I think I might have one pair left. And I basically just live in a pair of Vivo barefoot shoes now instead of trainers, which I used to live in. And I've got a pair of, like, flip-flops for around the garden. Another one of the first areas I looked at was the bathroom. So not a particular type of possession per se, but an actual room. So in the bathroom, I've been using like refill products for years for things like shampoo and conditioner. At the end of the day, it's all about starting out with tiny little baby steps, and then it just sort of becomes easier, and it snowballs slowly over time. It becomes easier to move towards that way of having less. Okay, so the final area I chose to start looking at in my journey to a more minimalistic life is the children's toys. Again, this is an ongoing one, so if I kind of show you the floor right now, that isn't looking very minimalistic at all, because we are having some Duplo time, and inevitably, you know, there are things like Duplo blocks, whatever, that they do get everywhere. So it's not like you're gonna have, you know, like 5 different toys and never any on the floor. There's still going to be mess, because I think children need to make mess, you know, to learn and grow. So just look at the toys. Where can you get rid of things? You know, do they need, you know, if you've got 5 sets of something, do they need 5 sets of something? Or could you just have 1 set? Rotate toys as well. So just have like 3 toys out maybe for a morning session, and then you can rotate those toys. Okay, so family chaos, slight relocation here in the office now. So those are the 3 areas I started looking at to live with less. So they are clothing and shoes, the bathroom, products in the bathroom, and then the children's toys. Those are the areas I've made the most progress in, I think, so far. I have tried starting with a few other areas like the kitchen, and getting rid of some stuff in there, but that is a longer process, I think, because I've amassed a lot of kitchen stuff over the years. So yeah, let me know in the comments what kind of areas you've looked at on your own minimalism journey. You know, if you've started in a different area, maybe the kitchen, or maybe just like decluttering the garage, gardening things, stuff like that. And then hopefully as I move more into getting rid of things, which again in lockdown at the moment is quite difficult to say, you know, just get rid of things at a charity shop or whatever. So as I move forward, I'm hoping to do more videos, and also a few more with kind of showing a bit more of what I do and don't have, and do and don't buy. So click subscribe if you are interested in getting those. Otherwise, see you soon.